Yeah.
Well, you guys sit with us. You're gonna stand with us. You're not going to see one. No, we didn't share this.
Oh, I didn't know the kids in it. Okay.
No, you told me she wants me. I might add lib.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And she speaks Italian, she told me. Are you familiar with it? What part again? You were in We went there, breakfast school, went there, went back this summer for 3 weeks, but then we're not staying for 2 weeks. We went to Venice. Up there. Yeah, so you speak like that. Are you going to take it down? Are you going to take it down next year?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If I could have roll call, please.
Mr. Carl. Here. Ms. Reed.
Here.
Ms. Rozak.
Here.
Mr. Hess. Here. Mr. Cressy. Here.
And this evening, I am appointing Mr. Finaro as our treasurer for the town, because our treasurer was not able to be with us this evening due to a family commitment. Before we get further started, I did want to take a moment of silence for our friends in West County. I know Mr. Casino has served on the board with an individual over in Hesperus Valley as well, and on behalf of Mayfield has reached out to them. But if you could just take a moment of silence in the manner to which you are accustomed, and then we'll begin. Thank you. We have some students that are going to help us with the pledge of allegiance this evening.
Come on up. Good evening. Good to introduce our students. Jackie McLaughlin, my assistant principal, is going to introduce the 6th grader.
We have 6th grader Lexi Nader from Dream Team.
7th grader, Emma DeSanza. And Dan Shepard, my other assistant.
8th grader Antonia Steele.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So I'm going to introduce Lexi Mayer. The Dream Team proudly selects Lexi Mayer as the Mayfield Middle School Student of the Month. Lexi exemplifies the qualities of an exceptional student and is a shining example of dedication, leadership, and kindness within the Dream Team. Lexi is committed to academic success and serves as a role model for her peers, always willing to help others and share her knowledge. Lexi treats others with kindness and respect, and credits this to her parents who have taught her to be kind and hardworking. She approaches new learning and experiences with a positive attitude and is an active participant in her classroom community. Outside of school, Lexi is involved in swimming and cross country and also enjoys drawing and writing. We are fortunate to have Lexi as a member of the Dream Team, and we know she will continue to do great things during her time at MMS.
One thing
thing we always do is we invite family members to come up for a photo with Lexi. Very nice. Congratulations.
Can we take one of that?
Yeah, and then Lexi, if you want to stay with up to a couple more minutes.
Be sure it's hard.
And our board members will also have their photo with you. Right over there.
Give her another hand, please.
It's my turn. Paul Steve, the principal. Good evening. The Warrior team recognizes Emma DeSanza, grade 7, as the Mayfield Middle School Student of the Month. Emma is a role model student who inspires her peers with her awesome leadership qualities and her endless determination. Emma is a dedicated student who is humble, sincere, and kind to everyone. She never ceases to amaze us with her positive character and strong integrity. Outside of the classroom, Emma enjoys competitive dancing, jewelry making, sports, and spending time with her family and friends, all of which exhibit how immensely well-rounded and spirited Emma truly is. Side note, this morning, we were calling her family, and we did speech to text, and it came up in Italian. I'm like, why is that coming up in Italian? She speaks Italian. And didn't know that. It's really, really cool. We are so proud of you, Emma, and honored to have you on our team. We congratulate and recognize Emma DeSanza as the November 2023 Mayfield Middle School Mayfield Board of Education Student of the Month. Congratulations.
Okay, family, if you want to come up. You don't need to take them off. Eyes off. All right, and then board members?
Another round of applause.
All right. So I get Antonio here. The Maverick team proudly recognizes Antonio Steele, grade 8, as the Mayfield Middle School Student of the Month. From the first days of school, Antonio Steele emerged a leader, pursuing his potential and supporting his peers to do the same. His consistency is his medal, as he devotes the time and energy to the details that produce positive results. His organizational skills, his peripheral awareness, his anticipatory skills, and his ability to prioritize creates a readiness that primes him for growth. From seminar discussions to writing demands to his mathematical calculations to investigating the why in science, Antonio demonstrates a love of learning. Antonio also exhibits empathy for his teammates, a deep respect for their learning and for their well-being. He is the first to support his peers, helping them with learning activities and encouraging them with uplifting words. Team Maverick celebrates Antonio Steele for his love of learning and life and his willingness to share this emotional resonance, this life enthusiasm with others. He's also, if I may say, impeccably dressed. 2023 Mayfield Middle School Student. This is yours.
I gotta see it. There's, there. All right, family. Oh, come on, this is fun.
board members? Where'd you get the laces? Yeah, those are pretty sharp. All right, you ready? Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So next, I have the pleasure of introducing Gina DeValta, who is our paraprofessional that we'd like to recognize. Gina and I go way back. When I first got hired in Mayfield, I was hired as the emotionally disturbed teacher. And it's very true, that's what it was called at the time. And Paul brought me down to the classroom, and it was in the basement, and in true Paul fashion, as he's walking out, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, you have 2 paraprofessionals coming from the elementaries. And I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna go well. So, and in walks this lovely lady, Gina, and we shared a lot of laughs and a lot of tears, and we still talk about our experience together. So this is really, truly an honor to talk about Gina. Gina DeValta is a paraprofessional in the Mayfield Middle School Bridge to Success program. The Bridge to Success program is designed for students who need social, emotional support, and staff members who can provide flexibility beyond the 4 walls of the classroom. Creating opportunities for students to practice their social skills is important to Gina. So you will likely find her in the kitchen, teaching students how to make her famous homemade pasta and sauce, taking students to Fieldstone Farm for their therapeutic horseback riding lessons, or organizing swim times at the Wildcat Sport and Fitness Center. Making sure students feel safe and comfortable is Gina's top priority, so much so that she attends 6th grade camps where students have a familiar face to go to if they need support. Gina is the epitome of an individual who leads with her heart. She undoubtedly makes Mayfield Middle School a better place. Oh, me too. Yeah. All right, and then board members? Oh, no, we don't have to. You're like, Very nice.
Congratulations.
As the building principal, one of my most important jobs is hiring people. And about 21, 22 years ago, I was in another district in Cleveland Heights, and we hired an art teacher. Her name's Heather Volkich. I took the job here about 18 years ago, 2006, I believe. And as I left, I said to myself, okay, it's important to hire good people. I'm going to hire some people that I worked with in Cleveland Heights who are going to really make sure that we're successful at our school. And Heather was one of them. I think 3 years later, we picked up the phone, we talked to each other, and convinced you to leave Wiley and attend Mayfield Middle School. And it's been 16 wonderful years here in Cleveland Heights. So this is truly an honor that I've known her for quite a time. Heather Volkich is a great art teacher because she is passionate about art and education. She believes that everyone has the potential to be creative, and she strives to create a supportive and inclusive learning environment for her students. Heather is an expert in a variety of art mediums and techniques, and she is able to teach her students the skills they need to express themselves. She also encourages her students to experiment and take risks in their artwork. Heather creates lesson plans that are both engaging and educational. Her lessons often incorporate cross-curricular elements, which helps her students see the connections between art and other subjects. Heather's students are fortunate to have her as their art teacher. She is dedicated and a talented educator who helps her students reach their fullest potential as artists. We congratulate and recognize Heather Volkich for her dedication, commitment, and accomplishment. Congratulations, Heather.
Aesthetically not right.
Yeah.
And board members? Thank you. Okay.
Congratulations.
Okay, we're going to continue with the Mayfield Middle School presentation. Before I turn this over to Jackie to talk a little bit about 6th grade camp, I have to say the last 2 weeks have been a true honor. representing Mayfield Middle School and the Mayfield City School District. 2 weeks ago, a team from middle school, Jackie, Dan, myself, and some teachers along with Vicky Longcar went to Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, and a couple things happened there. One, we got to present to 1,700 different educators, the Middle School Association, the national one, around personalization, all-access learning, and transforming the norm, a presentation that we gave a couple of years ago to the Board of Education. People were truly blown away what we presented. The really cool thing at the end of the conference is that we got to go to a reception at night to be recognized as an AMLA School of Distinction. There were, I believe, 10 schools in the country that were recognized this year. We were the only school in Ohio that was represented and received that award. It was a lengthy process here at the school. About a year and a half ago, we had to take a survey. 87 staff members took the survey, and the survey came back glowing. Standard deviation was, less than around one, which means people were answering the survey the correct way in terms of they were answering it the same way, which means we were really, really aligned here at Mayfield Middle School. They did a site visit. They interviewed kids, not board members, but board members next door, like Dr. Barnes, Dr. Ward, staff members, kids, and they were just blown away. One of the leaders at AMLE told me last week that we are truly an epitome of a middle school in the nation. They really believe that the 17 different tenets of an effective middle school, we're doing our best here. So it was an honor to do that. Then, last week, we took staff to the state conference, the middle school conference, one that I had the opportunity to run, co-chair with a couple of people. We got to present there. Our social studies teachers presented there as well on their social studies curriculum. And we were then recognized as well Friday at the general session with about 40 of our staff members on stage, just really being proud about Mayfield. Now, Dr. Barnes and I were talking this morning in his office, and the one thing that we've agreed upon really is that we love sharing our story, but more importantly, we want other schools to use our story and put or implement the stuff that we're doing here in Mayfield, because we truly believe it's best for kids, because we see a lot of stuff working within our schools. So it was an honor to represent the Mayfield City Schools the last couple of weeks. My wife was very happy I'm home. My kids not so much, but they are. But it's good to be back in Mayfield. So,
Congratulations.
I arrived in Mayfield 18 years ago. I always heard the notion that there was sixth grade camp. And back in the day, every sixth grader went to a camp, and the teachers really liked it. For some reason, it went away. And for about 4 or 5 years, John Cato, Dave Ehrbar begged me, come on, let's do camp. Oh, guys, camping to me is the Marriott. I don't like camping. But it's not about Paul. It's about the kids and the staff. So Jackie pushes me, and we've been doing camp for about 6 or 7 years right now. And we're going to share our video, and Jackie's going to talk a little bit about camp, but what that does for kids as they are new to our building here at Mayfield Middle School. Jackie McLaughlin. Yeah.
So sixth grade is really important because sixth grade is the first time in our district that all 4 communities kind of merge into one building. So it's really nice to see old friendships kind of reconnect and then new friendships blossom. In October, we took 213 sixth graders, 39 high school counselors, and 26 staff members to North Springfield, Pennsylvania for their outdoor camp experience. Part of coming to the middle school, sixth graders in particular, really that sense of identity is strong for them. And we know middle school students, if we don't create opportunities to fulfill that sense of identity, they kind of find their own pathways. Our teaming model really lends itself to creating that sense of family. And just like any family, if you think of your own family, your work family, your board family, one of the most important aspects is building trust. So how do you build trust? Well, you put yourself in experiences where you need to lean on others. And that's really what camp does. So it's the first time for a lot of our sixth graders where they are away from home. And get this, no cell phones, which is harder for the parents and the kids, really. And then I see parents in there, I'm like, I've sent you photos of your kids to get you through the week. I know I have. But it's the first time where they're really put in, I would say, purposeful, uncomfortable situations where they can lean on our staff and build that trust. And that's where you really see the growth. So Adam Yazanowski, our digital communications teacher, came out to Camp Fish, took a ton of video, a ton of pictures, and he's compiled it in this beautiful video that we want to showcase tonight.
West Coast team. Hallelujah.
I leave for the trip, the camp trip, my non-educator husband asked Jackie, why do you do, like, you could not pay me to do what you are doing, to take 200 kids to camp. And I always go back to a quote that Paul always says, that if you don't take care of the heart first, the brain won't come through either, the learning won't happen. So thank you to the board for continuing to support this endeavor, because it really is crucial to us developing relationships with kids, to making other academics happen. Thank you.
Thank you.
it's just more fun to hear about the event or to see the movie. That was nice. Well done. Okay, at this time, we do not have anybody contact us ahead of time to speak to an agenda item or did anybody fill out a form ahead. I do want to take just a quick moment to speak to that, because when people do come to the board at a board meeting, it is to inform us of thoughts and feelings that they're having on a particular issue. It's not an interactive session. That being said, your opportunity for a good interactive session is at the pillar meetings and coffee chats. And those will be occurring before each board meeting as for the rest of this year, and hopefully we'll put together a schedule for the remainder of the school year. So that brings us to President's announcements. Sure, I can let the students go if they would like to go ahead and, so we'll take a quick intermission before we go on.
No, so I just got working at the cafeteria. That's what I used to do before.
Okay. After this out like that. President's announcements, as you all know, that we went down to the OSBA Capital Conference, and I will say there was a lot of learning and a lot of things that were very interesting, but also a lot of sessions that for me were very affirming. Not to be egotistical, not that I don't have lots to learn, and we don't all have lots to learn, but we're way ahead of the curve. And that felt pretty good to see and have affirmed. So that OSBA conference did get canceled toward the end because of the accident. So the entire conference, that's all I have for President's announcements. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Madam President. To that point, Principal Destino kind of mentioned, being celebrated regionally, across the state, nationally, for the innovative programming and commitment to students in a transformational way. While we will always make sure that we take care of home, it is nice for our staff who's in it every day and maybe don't realize sometimes just how much they're appreciated, not only here locally by our families, but also across the country. And as partners in K-12 education, I firmly believe that it is important for us to continue to share best practices that are impacting the lives of our children and our families with those other children in the state of Ohio and across the country. And certainly am grateful and thankful to the board for allowing our voice, the Mayfield City Schools voice, to be shared with others. So thank you for that. Earlier today, we had a pillar discussion, a coffee talk at 4:30 to 5:15. The pillar focus was our families and community. We were able to share some of the work that we are currently involved in as a priority with student transitions, primarily 5 to 6 and 8 to 9. That work continues. As we all know, continuous improvement is exactly that. It's looking at opportunities to begin improving every day. There's the old saying, you either get better or you get worse, but you never stay the same. Our goal is to continue to get better. For the community's attention, we will be conducting a parent, student, and staff satisfaction survey November 8th through November 28th through December 8th. We encourage our parents, our students, and our staff to participate. That information, that data will begin to build baseline data for a satisfaction process that we will use as a part of our continuous improvement. So that also was discussed tonight at our pillar meeting, coffee talk, and that's all I have. Thank you.
That moves us to the superintendent's consent agenda. Items A through K, motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Reed,
Yes.
Ms. Grosek,
Yes.
Mr. Hess,
Yes.
Mr. Teresi,
Yes.
Mr. Fenaro? Yes.
And that moves us to the treasurer's report and financial statements. Motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Reed?
Yes.
Ms. Grosset?
Yes.
Mr. Hess?
Yes.
Mr. Tressi?
Yes.
Mr. Fenaro, yes. We'll also, we can talk about the cash. The cash position summary, Scott. Good with it. Maybe next time.
Just have to be nice. All right, that moves us to other treasurer's business, and there was a little clerical error on the attachment. So, under the attachment, F is under, the description of F is under B, and the description of B is under F, and Scott will take care of that as he got back. And so just so everybody knows, it will be then correctly approved. So, motion to approve.
So moved.
Second. Roll call.
Ms. Reed?
Yes.
Ms. Grosset?
Yes.
Mr. Hess?
Yes.
Mr. Tressi?
Yes.
Mr. Fenaro, yes.
Moves us. Item D. All right, thank you. The service contract for the Burns School Management. Motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
That's the ADF thing. Roll call.
Ms. Reed?
Yes.
Ms. Grosset?
Yes.
Mr. Hess?
Yes.
Mr. Tressi?
Yes.
Mr. Fenaro, yes.
Next, we have the minimum wage increase for 2024. Motion to approve.
So,
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Reed?
Yes.
Ms. Grosset?
Yes.
Mr. Hess?
Yes.
Mr. Tressi?
Yes.
Mr. Fenaro, yes.
Next, we have the preschool typical care tuition. Motion to approve.
Second.
That's Steel and Town. Roll call.
Ms. Reed?
Yes.
Ms. Grosset?
Yes.
Mr. Hess?
Yes.
Mr. Tressi?
Yes.
Mr. Fenaro, yes.
Next, we have a series of wonderful donations to approve. Motion.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Reed?
Yes.
Ms. Grosset?
Yes.
Mr. Hess?
Yes.
Mr. Tressi?
Yes.
Mr. Fenaro, yes.
Next, we have the eligibility schools for parental transportation reimbursement. Motion to approve.
Moved.
Second. Roll call.
Ms. Reed?
Yes.
Ms. Grosset?
Yes.
Mr. Hess?
Yes.
Mr. Tressi?
Yeah.
Mr. Fenaro, yes.
Next, my least favorite, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. Roll call.
Ms. Reed?
Yes.
Mrs. Grosset?
Okay.
Mr. Hess?
Yes.
Mr. Tressi?
Yes.
Mr. Fenaro, yes.
That's a wrap.